What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing today? I hope you are feeling blessed and feeling positive today. Today, I want to talk about two chapters that I read last night. This video is gonna be a little longer because I wanted to really encapsulate what I'm talking about. But last night, the Wi-Fi went out, so I was just like, I don't know what to do because I was watching Resident Evil, and somebody played a Resident Evil playthrough, and it made me stop watching the video because the Wi-Fi went out. And to me, when things like that happen, I always try to look at what God is trying to tell me in that moment of time. So I always try to focus on what God is trying to tell me. Like sometimes God might be stopping something in your path to try to get you to listen or try to get you to focus on something else that He wants you to focus on. And I was reading in my devotional, so I have these daily plans that I read, and I wanted to read these devotionals last night. I usually read them in the morning, but I read it last night because I didn't know what to read. And it's so crazy that I was reading these devotionals because I've been stressed out. I've been stressed about my visa progress. And in my visa progress, the reason my visa progress, because I haven't really been full disclosure about it, but my visa progress is kind of impeding because of my background check. In my background check, I got some arrests that I had. So I was smoking weed a long time ago. I was smoking weed. This was 2019, and I got an arrest on my record for that. I didn't go to court because of the weed smoke. So because I didn't go to court for that incident that happened, I ended up getting arrested in another county because they had a warrant for my arrest. So I ended up having to go to jail and sit in jail for a month to figure that out. And then I had an incident a long time ago in California when I was with my ex-girlfriend, and it was a domestic violence situation. Even though I never touched her or anything, when they call the cops on you, they present a situation in the case, and then you get arrested for said incident. So that case is good, it's sealed, it's closed. And then my case in the other county where I got a bench warrant at, that's sealed and closed. So the only thing I have to do is deal with the actual open case, which is for the marijuana, and I have to go get that taken care of. But that process is impeding my visa immigration process to move, and it's been stressing me out. I wanted to be transparent with you guys and let you know what's going on, so I wanted to make a longer video discussing that. But it's been stressing me out because I want to, set up a new life in another country, but without certain proper documents and a clear FBI background check, it's really difficult to do that in the country that I'm trying to, set up in. But in my devotional last night, I was reading chapters, and this is multiple chapters in the devotional, but the two chapters that stood out the most was 2 Corinthians and James 1. And James 1, as soon as I opened up James 1, it immediately hit me. So in James 1:25, which is the verse that I was supposed to read, it says, "But whoever looks intently into the perfect law that gives freedom and continues in it, not forgetting what they heard, but doing it, they'll be blessed in what they do." But the starting point of James 1 is what I want to read. So James 1:2-4. "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." That verse stood out the most to me because I'm stressed right now. And I've always had to persevere through everything in my life. I've always had to overcome a lot of obstacles. Am I saying that my obstacles are more important or more strenuous than other people? No, because I know other people go through way worse situations than I do. But that verse right there, them verses right there, hit me home because I'm currently going through my situation, dealing with everything that I had to deal with in the past life, and it's been bothering me. It's been making me feel overwhelmed, stressed, and have so much anxiety. And I can tell I've grown as far as maturity because being mature in this situation, I would have been stressed out. I would have been like, F it. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to focus on this right now. I would have just completely put it down. But last night, God told me to let it rest. because I've been stressing, I've been looking up information, I haven't been getting the answers that I wanted, and it's been bothering me. So I just put it down. Like today, I haven't even opened up the laptop because I don't even want to stress about it today. Because a lot of things that I can't even control, I gotta pray about it, let God deal with it, and let it like dissolve on its own. That's all I can do. That's the maturity and growth mindset that I have now that I didn't have when I was 18, 25, and even when I was 30. Since I'm 33 now, I'm about to be 34 August 25th, like my mindset is so mature now, it's way different. I don't even let things bother me anymore. When people talk negatively about things towards me, or they spew negativity, or they do a lot of gossip, or they have a lot of hatred toward me, because I can see the hate sometimes, especially when I'm around different people. I can see when people have hatred in their heart, they have enviness in their heart. I can see it. I don't let those things bother me no more. I continue to love you, even if it's from afar. Like I know I gotta separate myself from certain people. Like if you're negative, I don't even want to be around you at this point in my life, because it doesn't help me to grow. I need people in my life now that will help me to grow, help me to be a better person, help me to build a better relationship with God, and in return, I help you build a better relationship with God and help you grow. It's an equal give and take system where I am at in my life right now, and I want that. I want friends like that. I want a relationship like that, because in the past, my relationships have been trash. It wasn't give and take. It was me more so giving than taking, and those same people just took from me, took my energy, took my spiritual energy, took my happiness, took my joy, and it was making me angry a lot of the times. And like I said, I've been stressed about a lot of stuff. Right now, I'm not in the best financial position ever, and I haven't been in the best financial position in a while. I've had jobs where I've been fired for either no apparent reason, or I've had jobs where like they didn't want to call me back. I've had situations where I thought people were my friends, but they weren't my friends. I've had situations where I thought people genuinely cared about me, but they just ended up ghosting me, and I just got tired of that. I got tired of dealing with that. So like I spend a lot of time alone now. And before I started reading the Bible, like really understanding the Bible, that's another aspect of maturity. When I was super young, I used to read the Bible, but I didn't understand it, so I put it down, and it like discouraged me from reading the Bible. But now that I'm older and I'm able to understand more things about how God's words work, and because I've been through so much in my life from the time I was a young child up until the age of 33, I can really focus on the words and apply it. I can really look at what God is saying in those things and apply it. Because in every part of the Bible, no matter what chapter you read, there's always a trial and tribulation that somebody in the Bible went through. There's always a situation that you could learn from in the Bible. There's always an answer to whatever question that you have once you want to ask God. Literally, if you are feeling stressed, overwhelmed, have anxiety, you're depressed, you're focused on lack of income, you're focused on lack of love, you're focused on lack of people in your life that can support you and help you to grow, the Bible has every answer for that. Literally, bro. Like I'm learning that really at this point right now in my life. But that's the maturity aspect that I have now mentally and spiritually. And because I love myself more than I did back in the past, I'm doing more things now to help me evolve and grow as a better person. And reading the Bible is a major point in that. So I want to talk about 2 Corinthians 3:17, which says, now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Because of where I'm at mentally right now, I feel free. Even though I have like certain financial constraints, certain, liability issues dealing with my visa, and I have like, I'm not gonna say I'm lonely, because I'm not alone, because I know God is with me, but like I am a little like closed off to people, but I'm also feeling like I want people to be around. I want to have a group of friends that I can connect with. I want to have like a good solid relationship. I want to have good solid foundations with people, even like with my family. And sometimes that's not like the most logical thing that I'm dealing with right now, because I don't have all of that at the moment in time. So it's a little sad that I'm not like really connected with people, but it's okay. I know that over time, God will put the right people in my life that'll help me to grow. I know God will put the right group of friends in my life that I can really count on and be there to support me, and I can support them, and it be equal give and take. I know the right relationship will come along in my life where like I'll feel like this is a person that can add to my life, not take away from my life. And right now I'm thankful for where I'm at. I'm thankful that God has put me in a position to be able to talk to you guys, because before I wouldn't have been able to do this because I wasn't mature enough. So leading back to James 1, 2 through 4, I wasn't mature enough to be able to sit on this camera and talk to you like I'm talking to you without feeling some type of way about things, or feeling anger, or feeling despair, or feeling regret, or feeling anguish, or feeling sorry for myself. I'm able to get past that now and look at myself and understand where I made mistakes, where I can develop those mistakes and grow and heal and nurture on my journey. And I can present that to you, because I know people out there, I know you out there are dealing with what I'm currently dealing with. Maybe not in the same fashion, but I know you're dealing with what I'm dealing with right now. And I want to be a voice to help you. Again, I'm not a preacher. I don't claim that. I've always told you that. But I want to let you know that I'm here to help you on this journey. So if you feel like I feel, and you're dealing with the things that you're dealing with in life, and you can feel what I'm feeling and agree with what I'm talking about, put a comment in the comment section. Follow my journey, because let's grow together. If I can't be with a group of people physically right now to help others, then I can help you guys in a digital sense, in a spiritual sense. We can all help each other and we can all grow. So that's why I always stress about staying positive, because it's so easy to feel negative, especially with everything going on, with the way the world is, with all these tragedies, with if you live in America, like whatever Trump has got going on, the Trump administration. And I know people don't like that. I know people don't agree with everything that he does. So that's stressful. The prices of the economy keep rising, but you're not getting paid. Everything is going up. Rent, food, just the cost of living is going up tremendously, but your wages are still right here. You're not being able to grow financially, and that's making you stress out mentally. And because of all of those things in this world, and then people are not connected with God like they should be connected with God. One thing I've never not had in my life is God. And I thank my mom and my dad for that, especially my dad, because my dad taught me how to pray when I was a young kid. And that foundation has always been with me. No matter what's going on in my life, I have been mad at God because of things that I haven't accomplished in my life, or things that I haven't achieved in my life. But I know that's wrong, and I still pray regardless. But I'm not looking at the bigger picture of why God put me through those things. Those things, again, back to James 1, 2 through 4, have allowed me to persevere. Because if I hadn't been able to deal with everything that I wanted to deal with in life, I wouldn't be able to, again, talk to you. I wouldn't be able to be mature enough to focus on the actual positives in every situation. Every positive in every situation that I've had that was negative has allowed me to grow, and that's the positive. I've been able to grow spiritually. I've been able to grow mentally. I've been able to grow physically, because I've been able to endure and preserve through every negative thing that's happened in my life. So I'm thankful for that. And because of that, 2 Corinthians 3:17, I'm free. I'm free from the system. I'm free from the matrix. That's why I left America. I'm free from that. I don't want to be tied down to that, searching and for a job. When I was in college, one of my teachers, my art teachers, was like, you shouldn't be a part of the proverbial rat race, running on the hamster wheel. You're going nowhere. You're just running, wasting time, energy, and breath. And you're not going nowhere. You're not accomplishing anything. You're just there. You're running into space. I don't want to be a part of that rat race. So that's why I mostly left America. I want to just travel. Even though I don't have a lot of money to travel, or a lot of money to do certain things. Currently, I don't have a lot of money to eat the food here in Colombia. And it smells so good every time I walk outside. I want to eat the empanadas, the street food. I want to eat everything, but I don't have the money to do that. I'm literally on a super tight budget, but that's because I spent my money on my visa, and I don't have a current job at this moment in time. But I know God has a purpose and a plan. And if I had a job, if I had had something that was holding me down, I wouldn't be able to do YouTube. I wouldn't be able to talk to you. I wouldn't be able to freely go to any country that I want to and go and explore and live like I want to. That's the freedom in not having a job. Do I think that you should quit your job? No. Never gonna tell you that, because you gotta make money, you gotta live. You might have a family that you need to take care of. You got bills, you got things that you need to do. But I would never tell you not to quit, to focus on doing something that you positively love. Quit your job. No. What I would tell you to do though is focus on a hobby. Have your job, have a way that you can make income, and then focus on your hobby. And as your hobby develops and grows and you're able to start making money from your hobby, then quit your job. But if you have the means right now to where you can focus on doing things that you love and things that are freeing, that's better for your soul, that can help you be a positive impact in society, then do it. If it doesn't affect your livelihood, it doesn't affect your bills, it doesn't affect how you take care of yourself and your family, by all means, do whatever makes you happy. I don't care what that is. Do what makes you happy in life, because that is the most important thing. You don't want to look back in your life and be 60, 70, 80 years old and be like, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have took that trip. I wish I would have went to school. I wish I would have quit that job, that backbreaking job that didn't help me to do anything in life but make money. And even though you're making all this money, when you get to that age, you can't even spend it because you're too old. You can't do the things that you want to do because you're too old. You can't have kids because you're too old. And I know having kids isn't for everybody, or having families isn't for everybody. But if those are things that you want in life, then go for the things that make you happy, that feed your spirit inside here, that brings your heart joy. Do that. So with that, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Like I told you before, I don't care if it's just one of you that listens to what I'm saying and feels impacted by it. It means a lot to me that I can just impact one person. So I'm thankful for you just being here to listen to me talk and ramble all day long, or every morning, or every day. I appreciate that. So I'm always going to tell you this, like I always state in the beginning of my videos: do something better today than you did yesterday. Do something better for your future self so you can be a better person tomorrow. And I want to say thank you. I love you guys. Stay positive, stay blessed, and continue to grow. Continue to be who you are and continue to be what you need to be for society. Stay blessed, guys. Stay truthful. In Jesus' name.